Lesson 3.6, Writing Linear Functions. There are three different forms of an equation. We have our standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. A, b, and c are all integers. A is positive, and we have our slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. M is the slope of the line, and b is the y-intercept. And finally, we have our point-slope form. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1, where x and y are variables that remain x and y. Y1 and x1 are a point on the line, and m is the slope of the line. Writing an equation of the line in point-slope form, given the slope and a point on the line. Point-slope form is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Our slope is m, our point is x1, y1. So to write this equation, I write y minus 6 is equal to 2/3 of x minus 4. I plug in 2/3 for m, 6 for y1, and 4 for x1. Here I have a slope of -5 and the point -3, -7. This is m, x1, y1. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Now I have these double negatives, and double negatives are positive. So this is actually going to be y plus 7 is equal to -5 times x plus 3. I have a slope of 6. That's m, x1, y1. Y minus 6 is equal to 6 times x minus -11. Again, a double negative is positive. So this will give me y minus 6 is equal to 6 times x plus 11. Writing the equation of a line in point-slope form if you're given 2 points. Again, y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1 is our format. We're given 2 points on a line. I'm going to go ahead and bring up both examples. Our first step is we have to find the slope. Our slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's going to give me, if I call this x1, y1, x2, y2, I'll have 5 minus -3 over 6 minus 2. So that will give me 8 over 4, which will give me 2. Now, when you have 2 points like this, you can choose either point. I'm going to go ahead and use this one since I already have it labeled as x1, y1, but it doesn't really matter which. You just plug it in. So my equation is going to be y minus -3 is equal to m times x minus 2. My double negative is a positive, so that's y plus 3 is equal to 2 times x minus 2. With our second example, we're going to find m first. So I'll have x1, y1, x2, y2. So I have -12 minus -2 over 4 minus -1. -12 plus 2 gives me -10. 4 plus 1 gives me 5. Don't forget those guys are happy. -10 over 5 is -2. I'm going to choose either point. I can choose this point or this point. So then I'll plug in and get y minus -2 is equal to my slope m times x minus -1. Happy? So y plus 2 is equal to negative 2 times x plus 1. If we want to write an equation in slope-intercept form, given the slope and a point of the line, there are two methods to write the equation. The first method is to use our y equals mx plus b. We'll start that one first. So this is m, this is x, and this is y. So I'm going to plug those into y equals mx plus b. Y is 6, m is 2/3, x is 4, and I don't know b. So that gives me 6 is equal to 8/3 plus b. I'm going to go ahead and convert that to thirds. It's going to be 18/3, and I'll subtract 8/3 from both sides, and I get 10/3 is equal to b. So my equation will be y is equal to m x plus b. Okay. Method 2 is to use the point slope form and then convert it. So I plug in my points. So I have y minus 6 is equal to 2/3 times x minus 4. I have to distribute the slope. So I get y minus 6 is equal to 2/3 x minus 8/3. I'm going to convert my 6 to a fraction, 18/3, and then I'll add that to both sides, and I'll get y is equal to 2/3 x plus 10/3. Either way, we get the same answer. It's just a matter of preference. In this one, we have to solve for b, plugging in m, x, and y, and in this one, we have to rearrange and distribute, but you get the same answer, so it's really a matter of preference. So we'll do another couple of examples. Method 1, again, we're using our slope-intercept form. Method 2, we're using point-slope form and converting it. Okay, so y equals mx plus b. So I get negative 7 is equal to negative 5 times negative 3 plus b. Negative 7 is equal to 15 plus b. Subtract 15 from both sides, and I get negative 22 is equal to b. And so my equation will be y is equal to negative 5x minus 22. Using method 2, I plug in my y, my m, and my x. Y plus 7 is equal to negative 5 times x plus 3. Distribute the negative 5. Y plus 7 is equal to negative 5x minus 15. Subtract 7 from both sides, and you get y is equal to negative 5x minus 22. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video and try this next example. You can try both methods, or you can pick one method that you prefer and use that one. When you're done, unpause the video and see how you did. So let's check and see how you did. If you didn't quite get the answer right, go ahead and run through the steps and see if you can find your mistake. Most often it's a sign error or an adding or subtraction error. Okay, writing the equation of a line in slope-intercept form, giving 2 points on the line. Now, we've got 2 points, and we have method 1 and method 2. Method 1 is to find the slope first. So I have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which will be 5 minus negative 3 over 6 minus 2. So that gives me 8 over 4, which will give me 2. And then I will plug that into y equals mx plus b, and I will choose either point. If I choose 0.1, I get negative 3 is equal to 2 times 2 plus b. Negative 3 is equal to 4 plus b. Subtract 4, and you'll get negative 7 is equal to b. Now, just to show that it won't matter which point you choose, if I used the other point, I would have had 5 is equal to 2 times 6 plus b. 5 is equal to 12 plus b. I would have subtracted 12, and I would still get negative 7 is equal to b. So this was with point 1, and this is with point 2. And you can see that you get the same answer for b, giving you the same equation of y is equal to 2x minus 7. Now method 2 is using point slope form. So we still have to find our slope, which we already did. And then we plug in a point. We can use either point, so I'm just going to use the first one. And I get y plus 3 is equal to 2x minus 4. I'll subtract 3 from both sides, and I get y is equal to 2x minus 7. Okay, why don't you go ahead and try this on your own. Pause the video. Choose either method, either y equals mx plus b or the point slope form, and then come back when you're finished, unpause the video, and check and see how you did. How did you do? Did you get y is equal to negative 2x minus 4? If not, pause the video again and go through and check your work and see if you can find the mistake. Okay, writing the equation of the line in standard form, given the slope and a point on the line. We can do this again in two ways. The first way is to convert from y equals mx plus b, and the second way is to convert through the point slope form. Okay, we have our slope and our point. I'm going to plug those in. I'm going to plug them into the y equals mx plus b, so I have y is equal to m times x plus b. 6 is equal to 8/3 plus b. 6 is 18/3. Subtract 8/3 from both sides. Oops. And I get 10/3 is equal to b. Hold on just one second. I'm going to rewrite that. So my equation will then be y is equal to 2/3 x plus 10/3. Now remember that standard form is ax plus by equals c. A, b, and c have to be integers, and a has to be positive. Now if I move this x to the other side, I'll subtract 2/3 x, and I'll have negative 2/3 x plus y equals 10/3. But I can't have any fractions, and I can't have this number be negative. So to clear all of these fractions and to get rid of the negative at the same time, I'll multiply by negative 3. This will give me 2x minus 3y is equal to negative 10. This is standard form. B and C can be negative, just not A. Using our point slope form, I'll plug in y2 is equal to m times x minus x1, which is 4. Y minus 6 is equal to 2/3 x minus 4. Hold on, sorry about that. With this format, it's actually easier to go ahead and get rid of the fraction first, so I multiply everything by 3. Now when I multiply by 3, I get 3y minus 18 is equal to, this 3 and that 3 will cancel, giving me 2 times x minus 4. So I have 3y minus 18 is equal to 2x minus 8. I'll subtract 2x from both sides. I'll have negative 2x plus 3y minus 18 is equal to negative 8. I'll add 18 to both sides. Negative 2x plus 3y is equal to 10. But I can't have this negative, so I have to multiply the whole thing by negative 1, giving me 2x minus 3y is equal to negative 10. Okay, let's try another one. Y is equal to m times x plus b. Negative 7 is equal to 15 plus b. Subtract 15 from both sides, and I get that b is equal to negative 22. So I have y is equal to negative 5x minus 22. I'll add 5x to both sides, and I will have 5x plus y is equal to negative 22, and I'm already in standard form. Using method 2, I'll plug in my y1, m times x minus x1. Remember that these guys are happy, so they're positive. Distribute the negative 5. Add 5x to both sides. 5x plus y plus 7 is equal to negative 15. Subtract 7 from both sides. 5x plus y is equal to negative 22. Okay, writing the equation of a line in standard form when you give 2 points on the line. There are 2 methods for finding the equation. The same 2 methods that we've been using, the only difference is we first have to find slope. So I have 5 minus negative 3 over 6 minus 2, which gives me 8 over 4, which gives me 2. Using slope-intercept, I can pick either point. It won't matter which. I'll get 2 different equations, but they'll be equivalent. So I'm actually going to just use y equals mx plus b for both of these to show what happens if I use point 1 and point 2. Okay, for point 1, I'll get negative 3 is equal to 2 times 2 plus b. Negative 3 is equal to 4 plus b. Negative 7 is equal to b. And then I'll plug that in. Y is equal to 2x minus 7. Subtract 2x from both sides. And I'll get negative 2x plus y is equal to negative 7. And then I have to change all the signs. And I'll get 2x minus y is equal to 7. Now if I use the other point, I get 5 is equal to 12 plus b. I subtract 12. I will still get negative 7. When I plug that in, I'll still get the same answer, 2x minus 7, and then I'll go through all the same steps to get 2x minus y equals 7. Okay, why don't you go ahead and try to put this into standard form, remembering ax plus by equals c. You can use either y equals mx plus b or y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. You'll need to find the slope first. So go ahead and try using either method, and then when you're done, unpause the video and check your work. Okay, why don't you check your work? If you are not quite there yet, if you didn't get the right answer, go ahead and look through the steps and see if you can find your mistake. Always feel free to email. And that's the end.